What's going on? It's your man Cheats for Life, baby. The GI Gemini, Midwest Connected 219 TV, where we educate and entertain, which is edutainment that we bring to you every night. But check it out. Tonight, we want to talk to y'all of this about my man Gunna. Man, if anybody know about gangster now, I ain't always sold life insurance. Life insurance in a must, and I hope my man got a real good policy. You know what I'm saying? Because what he doing right now is not looking good for the home team. You know what I mean? It's not looking good for the home team. Now, just to highlight and educate y'all, from what I heard, I know, guys, like I say, I'm from GI Gangsta Island. Is anything to be known about gangster activity? Getting over a cold, baby, raw and uncut. But like I said, if there's anything to be known about gangster activity, we know about it. Now, when you get locked up on a conspiracy charge, it's more than one of y'all. Rico, it's a conspiracy, so they trying to get y'all on activity as a group. You know what I mean? And your man, Gunna, he got released from prison. You know, Takashi posted something talking about he snitched. You know, but now it's like, how did you get out, bruh? Now he gets out of jail. You know what I'm saying? 14, he getting released from prison all of a sudden. I was the main two caught up in the conspiracy, him and Young Thug. Now, here we go. Now he started thinking about his future. You know what I'm saying? He started thinking about his future. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put the words on that for y'all. Now he in court and they asking him questions right now. Do he know what the music label has been personal knowledge? Do you know about the group? He said yes. He saw that. He leaned forward. He said yes. See, they asked him about he got pulled over with Jeffrey Williams, which is Young Thug. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes. Now, how many of y'all fans is watching this to know it ain't real as they say, man? Takashi tell now, you know he jumping all on it, calling him a snitch because everybody rolled him for it. But mind you, now, Gunna then went into court. That was his court case of him setting up his plea deal. Is he snitching or making the deal? He doing a little bit of both, though. That's how real we gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? How real we gonna keep it, man. He agreed to always be truthful. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he makes this statement. He been interviewed. He ain't cooperated. Said he have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intentions of being involved in the trial process in any way. That's what he said in his statement. Now y'all just saw what I saw. We ain't blind and we ain't crazy. If you just saw what I saw, you saw the man sitting in court getting asked, do he know him? Did he know about the pistol they got pulled over with? Do he know that they do criminal activity? He said yes. Now, I guess in his mind, he ain't testifying against him because he ain't in the courtroom. So maybe he feel like, oh, this wasn't against him. This is just to what I got to do for my deal, which my deal is to let me out. You know what I'm saying? My deal is to let me out under whatever terms is in my deal. Whatever terms is in that man's deal. That's what that little court hearing was about. You know what I'm saying? That's what that little court hearing was about. It was about whatever terms was in that deal. So he already made the deal. So in his mind, now I ain't testifying nobody. Because this all I had to do was this. Come on, man. When they get gangsta, that's the song the Ghetto Boys make. When they get gangsta, man. That's why you do crimes that's within your realm. When back in the heyday when we did things, I did crimes I can control. You do crimes that you can control. See, what he was involved with was out of his control. Gang conspiracies for the youngsters, they go that way. It's out your control. A lot of dudes, a lot of they was following the money. Young Thug was the money. So when you got money, you move like a squad. You feel like a boss. You move like a boss. But you really got a lot of youngins that's just doing knucklehead in the name of being gangster. The old heads, we can't really get on them too hard because we did it before them. But somebody got to each one teach one. We got to show them that this ain't worth it. Gunna figured out it wasn't worth it. That's why he was in court. So it ain't nothing to talk about, no myths. The man made a deal. And mind you, let's throw this in the pot. They got 300 witnesses, bro. And it might take 3.5 months or longer. They got 300 witnesses to testify against this man. Adding Gunna to the list. Adding his brother probably did the same thing because he said he ain't testified. But check that out. Go check the video. His brother did something in a similar fashion to that. So they let Gunna out. Now, mind you, Gunna's a Crip. Oh, let's not forget that. The plot thickens. The plot thickens, man. See, Gunna's a Crip from Shadyville or Shady Hill, Shady Hood, something they call it. Some Crips in Atlanta, but he's a Crip. You caught up on a Rico with all bloods. Man, his man, he probably like, hey, you the only one I was cool with. And as long as I don't gotta hem you up. So his man, he gonna probably tell other YSL guys, but not Young Thug. Let's just keep it real, man. That's just when they put them numbers on you, man, because I've known killers, straight hitters. When they put them numbers in front of them, let's make a deal, baby. And that's basically what Gunna doing. That's how real we're gonna keep it tonight. Gunna made a deal. He said he ain't snitch. If you ain't snitch, you made a deal. And at the behest of his deal, Young Thug gonna suffer. Now you got your main Cody out on the streets. You still sitting in there. You know what I mean? So it's like, was it really worth it, man? Was it really worth it, man? Young Thug, man, Young Thug was doing him. He was popping. He was popping. Got caught up in it. But you see, Baby ain't get caught up in that. He let him do him. But he was getting that bad. But if they got 300 witnesses, bro, they got phone experts, this expert. They threw the phone out. So they said something about that, throwing the phone out that they finally can't use that. But that's just one thing, the phone. You got hella charges. The phone just one. The main one is to continue the criminal enterprise. That's what he doing. So they don't want him, this dude. They don't want Gunna. They don't want the young. They want Young Thug. Because Thug is looking like the kingpin. You know what I'm saying? He looking like the kingpin of the situation. So it's like, when it's kind of like when he did this, he made the look. They try to use that against him. That wasn't nothing but a tweet tonight, but he tried this in there stressing. But it don't really matter. But this right here is what threw me. His lawyer now they trying to say that Jeffrey Williams is playing a character called Young Thug. It's a brand owned by 300 Entertainment for entertainment purposes only. Jeffrey was a person portraying to be Young Thug on behalf of 300 and YSL. Now that's their defense. They finna try to say that Young Thug, follow now. But this what that money do now. They lawyers just paid to talk. They ain't say it's gonna work, but they gonna try to get them to believe that he's just playing a character. this ain't real. They going with that defense. Don't sound like a good one though. But hey, they just throwing it in the ring. You know, this ain't only a thug. So, he's an entertainer. The pistols and everything you talk about, the one y'all found when you pulled them over, props. He was being another character. That's the defense they gonna go with. Gunna ain't playing none of that. Y'all saw what Gunna did. Rewind it, watch it again. Gunna was sitting in court, getting asked questions by the judge, saying he know why I said he know them as a criminal enterprise. Now he probably asked that he could say that and don't have to come to court and say it. Now let's keep it real. That's probably what he's trying to do. They probably telling him you just put this statement down and you ain't got to come to court and say it. We just gonna hold this statement. Maybe he'll change his mind later, try not to come to court. That's how he playing it, man. That's why he's saying he ain't snitch. Because he feel like whatever he just did in that courtroom, that's the end of. But I think they might have a trick for him though. That's how it play out. Now, if they call you back to be like, yo, man, we need you to come out inside and point them out and say what you just said, though. And that's when it's gonna get tricky. But we just gonna keep it real, man. Your man, Gunna, he did snitch. Ain't no other way to call it. But in his mind, is he snitching or is he making a deal? Did a little bit of both. Did a little bit. They dropping his charges due to the plea deal. They dropped your charges. That's because you admitted that, hey, it wasn't me. Everything they was doing was on that man. That was his whoop, his whoop. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's basically what Gunna do. For those that don't know, that's basically what he doing. He didn't got caught up and he done told him, yo, that's his. Now he ain't gonna come to court and say that. This was when Thug was just in jail, sending out tweets, sitting there. And they tried to use this against him. You know what I'm saying? They tried to use that against him. But it's like, ah, it's just a crazy situation. Just a crazy situation, man. But I just wanted to tap in with y'all on that. Let me know what y'all think of it. You see his lawyer trying to explain the tweets and everything. It's crazy, man. But how gangster they want to be? See, these young boys, they want to be gangster. Way to this and way to gats and pow, 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 pow. When them boys come to talk to you about that gangster shit you been talking about, nah, you don't know nothing. It was all on Jeff. Just let me get out and make my music. Gunna thinking about, hey man, he thinking about what he need to do. Gunna realize he ain't a gangster. Yeah, hustlers, gangsters, ballers. You ain't the gangster. We all come to that fruition. I had to realize I ain't gangster. Got some gangster ways. We can get on some gangster shit, but everybody ain't gangster from good. And that's all this is with Gunna. Don't be mad at him, man. Don't be mad at him, man. He like my man from the bed said, you are who we thought you were. Everybody knew he was gonna fold. It was just a matter of time. Thug just can't fold. Thug can't do what he did. He can't say, oh, everything is on Gunna, I'm out of here. Thug ain't in that position because he's the main ringleader. Gunna was second. So Gunna could testify and say, point him out. But he can't point Gunna out because we don't got Gunna as the leader. We got you the head leader. So whatever you say to him, you know. So it's like, like this dude. Now he admitted that he was in YSL. This another one. So that's two of your camp. Lil Rody, Gunna, you like that's your Cody, that's the main man. That's why Gunna, what he said, gonna hold weight. You know what I'm saying? This dude snitch. He ain't even got nothing to lose. He just don't want to go to jail. He like, yo, man, who gonna pay me? You locked up. So can't nobody give me no money for taking the charge. That's how the street start to unfold, man. Just how the street start to unfold. So just know, man, you got a shorty, hold on to him. Let him know what's real. Let him know that, these streets ain't where it's at, man. They ain't where it's at, bro. The streets is not where it's at, man. Because as you see, these dudes gonna make deals, squill, and do whatever it is they got to do to come home. Gunna was cool being a gangster, putting up the gangster image for a minute, but after a couple months in that box, and you used to being on jets and private jets and eating this and steak and lobster and the honey, man, it's hard for a regular Joe to sit in jail and thug it out and play the game. So only imagine for somebody that got some paper. A youngin' too. These youngins ain't built like that, man. They ain't built like that, man. So y'all drop something in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. I'm telling y'all what I think. He didn't snitch. He didn't made a deal. If he ain't snitched, he made a deal. Either way it goes out, the same wheel spin the same. You know, that what he did.